Hello everyone, Jorge here with Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies, Nexus for linking, Nexus for connecting. And what do we do here with Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies with the partnership from Cloud Underground? Well, we talk about cybersecurity, AI, blockchain, and open source with Cloud Native. Okay, feel free to join our community. We have a Discord server in here which is totally free, where you can get involved and learn about the latest topics. We're always trending with the latest concepts, news, so you don't stay behind. We know how hard it is for you to keep up with your career or even motivation just to engage with the latest of the latest. Where in here, you will always have the latest concepts, the new infrastructure ways of doing things, and not just that, to engage and build maybe MVPs and scale your career to something new, right? So if you're just a desktop support, you're just working on cybersecurity and you're still working with old systems, well, maybe it's time for you to scale into the new. And I'm gonna share something with you. So let's talk about McAfee, right? So McAfee was rebranded last year to Trellix. Everyone is familiar with this biggest, one of the biggest antivirus out there, which it's not just an antivirus. You also do endpoint detection or response. And now they have this new product called the Trellix Wise. What is it? It's basically an EDR, endpoint detection or response with GEN-AI. And this GEN-AI service is basically provided by Amazon Web Services, especially this product that Amazon has called Amazon Bedrock. So the EDR will do his things. GenAI will help you to analyze data, the telemetry data, come up with conclusions about what's happening. It will even write emails. You have a chat bot built in where you can actually talk and ask questions about the problem, what's happening, to give you a clear explanation of if you're having a cyber attack or something is causing issues on your network. So how cool is this? So a lot of people is just using an EDR. A lot of people is only using an antivirus. Maybe people use an EDR plus the antivirus and the GenAI version. You can have all the components from Trellis, which they call the Trellix threat prevention, the ENS, right? You can have the Trellix ENS version or the endpoint security version along with the EDR, right? So you have more visibility, more automation at the network level too as well, and behavioral, and along with base signatures, which is the antivirus, and then have the Amazon GI built in into the same package to connect to the public cloud, which is Amazon Web Services. You can have all that working in one environment and have a lot more visibility on the endpoint without having internet connectivity to the cloud for the GenAI. You can have the EDR, not having internet connection, but having more behavioral analysis along with the antivirus. And if you have internet, connect to Amazon Bedrock to help you to streamline the process and the issue that you're facing. So this is what I'm telling you. If you join our community, you will be trending with cybersecurity, because this is what we do. We do a lot of research, and not just that. This is a vendor, okay? This is a vendor. A lot of people don't have access to it. A lot of people are not familiar. You don't have to, probably you don't work with this product. Maybe you work with a different vendor, use the same features. Maybe Trend Micro, maybe Sophos. I don't know if Trend Micro or Sophos offer this GenAI feature built in, but the truth is that with our community and the DevSecOps studio from Cloud Underground, you can always keep up to date. Okay? What we do in here too, anything that is vendor related, we try to find the open source version of the same features that a vendor is offering out there. So we basically build sandboxes, MVPs, and we bring what the vendor is doing into the open source and have the same infrastructure of what the vendor is doing. And we combine all these open source technologies, whether it's for file servers, access management, or for privilege access to systems or firewalls, or having an AV. So anything to do with the vendor version, we can find an open source version. It's always out there. And a lot of these companies sometimes they use the same concept of same code, the free license that the open community is developing out there, and they just modify the code and make their own version, and they make it private. They put a patent out there where they say we designed this and this is ours and we're the only ones doing this. But the open source was basically first a lot of the time. So if you want to join our community, reach out to lakecloud.ca. Find this link over here where we teach you AI, blockchain, cloud native, and cybersecurity. Not just that, we also offer personal branding. We help you to scale your career, just like in a matter of 6 months to 1 year. By the time you are ready to conquer a new job, to sell yourself an interview, by having concepts that most people in regular job will never get. We talk about data warehouses, data lakes, edge computing, zero trust networking, anything to do with open source cloud native technologies, and we make it cloud agnostic. What's the meaning of cloud agnostic? It means that you can make it work anywhere, whether it's in a Raspberry Pi on your R1 processor, or doesn't matter what architecture, because we use microservices. Microservices pretty much it runs in Linux systems, and we can make it work even if you're using a Windows computer too. And you can have the same terminology if you're using. You can in our sandboxes we usually use zero trust architectures that we build. You use a service. You will find about how we can replicate data from an edge computing to another database, maybe a lake house out there. And you, by the time you finish working with us, which will never finish in the first place, by the time you engage with us for a matter of 6 or 1 year, your terminology of how infrastructure works, not just one kind of infrastructure. You can have a company, the company works this way, but another one has different needs, different budgeting, different requirements. But you can have a lot of different ways of connecting and making things to work, making things to things that you want to protect, things that you want to scale. But every requirement for X. So see and show you how a container runs. You have to do that work. But we open your brain to basically scale, because now a lot of people will be struggling for jobs. AI is taking over, blockchain is taking over, open source is taking over. Whether you're doing AI, if you're talking about AI, okay, let's talk about ChatGPT. Open source now, DeepSeek now took over. If we talk about blockchain technologies, there are decentralized out there, decentralized blockchains, but we also have centralized blockchains frameworks for companies that don't want to be exposed to do containers. There is always a centralized and also a decentralized way. That's what we preach about cloud native technologies. So if you feel that this is something for you, reach out to me and Jorge Avalo. Come and play with us. Come and make money with us. Come and also build something for yourself, okay, your future, and build MVPs. Build a career. Whether you're someone who maybe you don't have the technical skills and you're not interested in getting involved into anything to do with engineering, but you maybe you have so, again, I'm Jorge Avalo from Leak Cloud Canada. My personal brand, Avalos Cloud Native and Nexus Technologies. Visit my website and we'll talk soon. Bye.